Hey everybody, I'm Giles and this is JDM World. Welcome to episode 2 of Giles' Journey. So if you remember in the first episode, we talked a little bit about what we're doing with this whole project. Well, in this episode, I want to do a level set with everyone so you can understand what I've got today, kind of where we're starting from, and what the goals are, what we're going to build to. So we're going to take a walk through the theater, look and see what exists today, and I'm going to talk about why I'm interested in changing some of these devices out and how I think the Stark sound equipment is going to make things better here, right? And then of course at the end of the effort, we'll see how things turn out. But I want you to get into my head to see what I'm thinking about. And then also, we're going to take a look at the very end and see what it looks like when they drop this equipment off. It's pretty cool. I was surprised. To get started, we'll talk about the front soundstage. Today, I'm using pretty old Definitive Technology bipolar speakers, and what really pushes me to move away from the bipolar speaker is that I want this to be not only a home theater, but also a 2-channel listening experience. And bipolar speakers really don't work well in a 2-channel environment because they radiate sound off at the back and it bounces all around, and that really kills your front soundstage, and the imaging is completely gone when you do 2-channel listening. So the idea is to replace these with the Halo series from Stark Sound. These are direct radiating, there's no bipolar. Also, these are completely passive. So in these towers, they're 15-inch subs that in a home theater really aren't used. It's just no purpose. Now, if these were being used full range, sure, that's great. But they have amplification here, and that presents another challenge. I want to pull all amplification out and really pull that back to a central location and use a higher quality of amplification than you're going to find in the plate amps in these units. So this unit will resolve all of those issues, right? So it has a higher quality set of drivers, it's completely passive, it's not bipolar, and it's not trying to do the job of a big subwoofer. All right, so that's left and right. Now we're going to move over to center. And the center channel really is the same thing. So this is another DefTech speaker that has an integrated subwoofer with a plate amplifier. Now, there is no bipolar here, so there's nothing playing out of the back of these. However, I want to completely eliminate the plate amp and really go to a higher quality of driver, and that's what the center channel is going to do. And that's this guy right here. I haven't unboxed him yet, but that is to come in a future video. Now, as we move to surrounds, again, Definitive Technology for the side surrounds and rear surrounds. These guys have integrated subwoofers with plate amplifiers, whereas these are just passive. Again, I want to get rid of all of the bipolar technology. The Stark Sounds will do that for me, and also upgrade just the general quality of the drivers in that part of the environment. Now, that leads us to subwoofers. Today, I'm running dual GSG full Marty 18s. Now, these are pretty impressive units, and one of the videos that we're going to do in this series shows how I integrate these with the Stark sound equipment for home theater use, for multi-channel. Now, I don't see much use for these in a 2-channel listening environment, but for home theater, Stark Sound doesn't make anything quite in this size. However, we will be able to compare these to the Sub 45, which is their product designed specifically for that use case in home theater, and we'll see how they stack up against each other. Now, let's take a look and see what we're going to do with amplification in the rack. Upgrades in the AV rack will revolve around amplification upgrades. So today, we're using amplification from a Denon AVR, an iNuke 6000 NU6000, and a Crown XLS 1502. And between these 3 devices, we power the entire environment. At the end of this effort, we're going to move away from the Crown and amplification out of the Denon and use the A7 Mark II amplifiers from Stark Sound, which will move us away from Class D technology back to Class A and Class AB. So we'll have a better quality of sound. It'll be integrated units, so we don't have all of these different pieces floating around, and they also look good. So that's going to be the primary change that we make in our cabinet. Now, as part of the effort, we're going to look at potentially a new AVR And we're also going to look at some new 2-channel sources, which will be up here. So some type of streaming that we can use with Tidal or some other very high quality of source, so that when we listen for 2-channel, we have the best experience that we can have in a streaming world. And that leads us to the Atmos speakers. So today I'm using very inexpensive in-ceiling speakers from Mica. They'll be replaced with on-ceiling speakers from Stark Sound. That will allow us to be more directional with the sound so that we can really tune in the Atmos and get the best of the 4 height Atmos channels that we possibly can. Hey everybody, I got home from work today and discovered that the delivery man had dropped off a bunch of pallets from Stark Sound. And this is the Stark Sound demo kit. So this is a system that I'll be working with Stark to implement into my home theater over the next 12 months or so. So we're gonna do everything from surround sound to left, right, to 2-channel music, to multi-channel, to Atmos, the whole deal, right? And we're gonna take you along on the ride so you can kind of see how you go from soup to nuts using their equipment to build a really immaculate system. So what we've got here, and maybe you can follow me along, so we have a couple of their surrounds, and these are the IWH5 Elites. We have a center channel, the ICH5C Elite. We've got their 2 towers, which are also the 5 Series Elites. Then we've got a Sub 35, and this is apparently a bright red subwoofer with dual passive radiators, which is kind of pretty cool. From an amplification point of view, this is their A7. So this is a chassis with 7 monoblocks. They're Class A that moved to Class AB under load. This thing is amazing. I'm almost looking forward to this more than anything else. We have a box of stuff. I don't really know what that is, but we'll figure that out. And then these are the last 2 surrounds. So you take these 4 surrounds, your 2 towers, amplification, subwoofer, and center, and this is the core of an amazing system. So I'm gonna start moving this stuff down to the basement. If you happen to see this and you can go back in time, come give me a hand. To find out more about the equipment, look for the Stark Sound link in the comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, and drop in a comment. Also, if you're interested in supporting the channel, check out our new Patreon. Subscribers have access to custom content and the opportunity to win our monthly giveaways. Check it out. We'll be back with part 3 next week. Thanks for watching.